What's up, 8? How's it going? How's it going? Let's give everybody a minute to get in here. It's gonna be a good day, gents. It's gonna be a good day. Get everybody in here and we will start. You guys ready for Christmas? Everybody got their Christmas shopping done or no? For viewers, let's bump those numbers up before we get started, boys. Go tell your friends to join in. We're winning money tonight. Winning money. Oh, Lord, my head. There's Don. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? We do got some news we're kind of waiting on. We did get Suggs playing. That's good because I like Suggs. Chubbs, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. Really waiting on RJ Barrett and Zubac. I don't think is going to play. Desmond Bane's a big one because that would really help Ja if he's not there. So we got a lot to go over. A lot of this news we're not even going to get before lock. That's why it's important to be in the Discord. Ask me any kind of late swap questions you have, and I will notify you guys if we have something in the premium chat. Hey, you guys fade Portis at your own risk. I fully believe that Rollins and Portis will be optimal today and will be in 80% or more of my lineups today. I got Ryan Rollins max exposure at 90%. When you look at the numbers, it's just clear that they are 1 and 2 on this team. Gary Trent ain't far behind either, but his shot does scare me. Middleton looks great. I had to manually reduce Middleton because his numbers or his minutes scare me. 2 more minutes, or 1 more minute, we'll begin, gents. 1 more minute, and then it's 5 o'clock. Okay, Tyrese Maxey's going to play. He was probable, so I figured he was going to play today anyway. Yeah, Rollins is a lock. Portis is a lock. Right now, Line Star's showing Rollins ownership at 29%. I think it's going to be way higher than that. I'm going to have him in 90% of my builds today. Like, I'll just click and run one right now. Like, I haven't adjusted anything. When it pops up, I guarantee you I have 90% Rollins and 80% Bobby P. It's one of those days where they're just unfadable, in my opinion. Scotty Barnes is grading out well for me. I think I'm going to manually reduce him, even if RJ Barrett's ruled out. Something seems off about him since he come back. If you've been watching their games, something ain't right with him. Ain't no damn way you can fade him, mate. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. This is the same situation as the other day when I told you not to fade Scotty Barnes when he was bone minimum price. It's the same situation. But yeah, I just run it and you see on the left there, I got 90% Rollins, 80% Bobby P. Totally okay with it. Getting more shy than I want, but getting more Ben Simmons than I want. Love Colin Sexton today, though. Let's dive into it. It's 5 o'clock now. Hit that like button, hit the sub button. Let's go. Starting off with point guard. Colin Sexton's a damn near core play for me today. He may make the core. I feel like your lineup tonight you need to make a stand. You need to either play Colin Sexton or you need to play Jordan Clarkson. One of the two. Now I know the matchup sucks, but this team's just decimated with injuries right now. A lot of teams are. And one of these two guys is going to pop if they don't both pop. I love them both. Pick which one you want. I prefer Sexton, but I'm going to be playing a lot of both of them, guys. A lot of both of them. Love them both. Yeah, Jordan Clarkson off the bench. Against Brooklyn, he played 31 minutes. I expect more than that today, or the same. Ben Simmons looks good. Don't mind Simmons at all. I mean, his price scares you at 6,100, but he's been playing the minutes lately, and that was the issue earlier in the year with him, is how many minutes he's going to play. Well, 3 straight games he's played 31, 32, and 29 minutes, so I'm very confident playing Ben Simmons. Jamal Sheed, I had his projection messed up. Just going to skip over him. I think Kevin Porter's fine today. Not really a standout play by any means for me, but if he falls into my lineup, I'm okay with it. Jalen Brunson's very interesting to me today. Only 8,400. Conflict's in here. What's up, buddy? Welcome in, Conflict. Brunson's not pulling any ownership. Only 6%. Gets a fantastic matchup against Toronto. I mean, if I was picking one low-owned play, it would be Brunson. It would be Brunson for sure. Great matchup with Toronto. 1.09 fantasy point per minute. Against New Orleans, played 40 minutes, dropped 51 fantasy points. You guys know how this Knicks team does with their rotation. If you're a starter, you're going to play all the minutes you can handle. Nobody's talking about Brunson. Low-owned guy, I like right there. SGA against Washington, kind of a no-brainer if you want to pay up today. Not sure if that's the way I'm going to be building today, but he is my favorite pay up. I like him better than Embiid. I like him better than Wemby. I do. Sorry, I had to yell at my kids. Dad duties come first. Jalen Suggs is in. Like him a lot. I don't feel like many people's going to be on him. Line Star's got him at 14% owned. I'm going to be well above that. Hope I'm in the 18 to 20% range of Suggs. Maybe a tad bit more. Give him to me. I do not like James Harden today. I've seen a bunch of tout sites today on James Harden. I would much rather pivot to Norm Powell. Harden's taking on the Grizzlies, who rank first against the point guard. They're number 1. Now, I know everybody expects Zubac to set today, and that's going to open up a lot of usage. That's awesome. But it's still a really tough matchup with the Grizz on the perimeter. And for that reason, I'd rather just pivot to Norm. If I'm even playing a Clipper. Like, I don't feel like I have to have either one of them in my lineup tonight. Contrary to what a lot of these tout sites are saying. I think Hero's fine. I hate playing Tyler Hero because I always get him wrong. I play him on his down games, but the matchup's great. Jimmy Butler's out. He's going to have the usage. If he falls in my lineup, I ain't mad. LaMelo, my second favorite pay up today, going against Houston. They do have the third ranked defense, but they're only 17th against the point guards. You guys know that he is, I mean, he's an amazing basketball player, especially from a DFS standpoint. Just shoots the ball a ton, grabs boards. I mean, just a great play. Yeah, Chubbs, and going back to Harden, by the numbers, yes, he will have more usage with Zubac off the floor, but people that don't watch basketball aren't going to know that, Chubbs. They're not going to know how much they run the pick and roll, and he's going to be missing that piece today against the number one ranked defense against point guard. So it's just me diving a little deeper into it. A bunch of these tout sites saying play him, and you know, if he does great today, I'll own up and eat my words, but I'm not going to be on Harden today. DiVincenzo's grading out just okay. Like, I really don't want to play DiVincenzo at all, but he's grading out well. The Cavaliers today, they are my kryptonite because I fully believe one of these Cavalier starters are going to be in the optimal lineup today. Darius Garland, Spida, Allen, or Mobley. One of those four is going to blow up today. They're going to do great. My money's on Garland. That's who I'm rocking with today. Really like the matchup for him. The Jazz, they suck against the point guard, ranked 30th in the NBA. So that's where I'm going. They're also terrible against the center, ranking dead last as well. So if you want to go Allen, I totally understand it. But I just prefer Garland at a discount. Getting some kind of news because my phone's blowing up. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Dean Wade's out, RJ Barrett is a game time decision, and Sam Merrill is available. So that does not help us. I was really hoping to get that Barrett news before lock, but we are where we are. Scoot Henderson's fine. Luka, if he plays, you can always play Luka. I think John Morant's intriguing today if Desmond Bane misses. That opens up a ton of usage for him. We know he's got the upside. Matchup's a little tough though, but it's hard to fade him if we get news that Bane's out. I really like Ja. Fred VanVleet's fine. Chris Dunn's Everybody else is really MME only for me at the point guard position. If you guys have a question about any particular player, just let me know and we'll go over them. But if not, I'm going to move on to the two guard. Ryan Rollins is a lock. Just lock him into your lineups in a story. I mean, please do not fade Ryan Rollins today, guys. He will be a core piece because I do not want anyone to fade him. Play Ryan Rollins today. I don't even care if Rollins doesn't start. If they start DeLon Wright, they're not going to stick with him very long. If we get some kind of wacky news before lock or even after lock that Rollins isn't starting, I'm still going to be playing him. Gary Trent, as scared as I am to play Gary Trent, the usage is there now. You've got to play him. He's going to shoot a lot more now. He has to. So Gary Trent, clear discount, love him, going to be playing a ton of him. Talked about most of these guys. I think Keon Johnson's fine. He's getting more and more minutes. Played 29 minutes against Utah. I expect much of the same today. 4K, don't mind him. Talked about Kevin Porter. KCP, he was looking better when I thought Suggs may set, but now that Suggs is in, he's just kind of if he's the last guy in, sure. A guy I think might get overlooked today, and there's no way in hell I can say his name, Siv Mikhailuk. I don't know how to say it, but with injuries today, he should play 20 to 25 minutes today. Only 3,900. You need a cheap last guy in. I prefer Keon Johnson, but if you just can't get that extra 100 anywhere, Siv makes sense. I don't know what Dylan Brooks has started eating, but he's been playing out of his mind lately. 39 and 40 fantasy points in the last two games, playing 34 and 37 minutes. I'm kind of on the Dylan Brooks train. I really am. Like, sign me up. He's not going to get the ownership he should for his level of play. Line Star's got him at 18%. I like Dylan Brooks today. I think he should be higher owned, and I don't think he will be because people have known his past. Norm Powell, we kind of touched on him when we went over Harden. I think he's fine. He is my preference to Harden, but I don't think you need either one of these guys. If I was picking one today, it would be Powell, though. And I will have him in lineups. I'm not fading him. We talked about Hero. Chris Middleton. Ooh. Oh, Middleton. What do you do with him today? Well, I said I cannot trust this man's minutes on December 21st going against Washington, so in good conscience, I cannot play him because I cannot trust his minutes. Well, he played 24 minutes and put up 39 fantasy points. I expect him to play a couple more minutes today. So I like Middleton. I had to manually reduce him because my projections had him just up there in the Ryan Rollins range. If you follow Middleton today, I think you're fine. He has an upside. I think he plays 25 to 27 minutes today. Perfectly viable play in my opinion. Ant, I hate playing Ant this year just because of he's so scoring dependent. Now, the Hawks suck against the 2 guard. Ranked 29th. They're just a bad basketball team on the defensive side. And if you fall on Ant, I think you're fine. I don't mind it at all. Drew Smith, if he starts again, great play. On the 21st, I told you guys when he was starting, swap from Jaime Jaquez to Drew Smith, and it paid off big time. He scored 30 fantasy points while only playing 26 minutes. I mean, I really like Drew today. Even if I was cooking and couldn't get my swaps in and I was stuck with Jaime Jaquez that done nothing. That's another story though, right? AJ Green's fine, but he would be my least favorite buck today. If he falls in your lineup, you're fine. Everybody else really just GPP only. Kyrie Irving, he becomes viable if for some reason Luka doesn't play. Nobody else really jumping off the page to me. Let's move over to small forward. Talked about most of these guys, but I do have a player here I really like. Dylan Brooks is out. Are you serious? Say psych. I just went on this whole rant about Dylan Brooks, and all of a sudden he's out. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. Sam Merrill going to start, too. That's interesting. I just went on this whole rant about Brooks, and now he's not starting. So Amon Thompson is going to look fantastic now. I'm going to give my projections a minute to update, but he is going to look fantastic. I'll tell you that right now. Just went on that whole rant, and then for the man to be up. So, we got Bilal Calabi is out. And we got Alex Sarr's questionable. I'm not sure if Sarr plays. I really wish we could get that news before lock, but there's almost 100% chance that we won't. If Sarr's out, I really like Joval. But as it sets, we won't have that news. But Champagne is a must play for me now. I know the defense is good, but Champagne, when he's got the chances this year, he's been unstoppable. These 4 games here, 37, 34, 36, 39 minutes, he had 44, 37, 33, and 49 fantasy points. Since then, he's been coming off the bench and just not doing so well. This man really just said Cam Whitmore. Just for you, I'm going to look up Cam, who's not even in my player pool. The most minutes he's played this year is 14 minutes. Well, I take that back. October 26th, he played 21 minutes. I'm not playing Cam Whitmore. He will stay out of my player pool. There's no way in hell Cam Whitmore makes any of my lineups. Not a chance. But my projections haven't updated yet. I will tell you that I'm going to love some Amon. I keep calling him his brother, Amon Thompson. My projections already kind of liked him. Jayshawn Tate's going to look really good too. I'll let those. We'll keep talking about small forward. We'll let those update, but they're gonna look good. We might have a core piece there. Kispert and Champagne look amazing though. I think Kispert steps in and starts. He's always a good fantasy point per minute player at 0.96 fantasy points per minute. So he's only 4,600. You get 30 minutes out of him today. Woo! You rocking. I will let you guys play Cam Whitmore, and if he breaks the slate, I will come on here and publicly tell everybody, y'all told me so. Y'all told me so, but I cannot trust my money with Cam Whitmore. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate it. Bring me some food while you're at it. Another guy I see nobody talking about today I really like, might be a core piece for me, is Laurie Markkinen. I know he's in a tough matchup, but I think he slots back to that power forward spot where he's so much better. He's so much better. They got Kyle Filipowski down there right now. I think Laurie takes that spot, and he's just so much better down there. Jalen Williams looks great. If you don't want to play SGA, but you want a slice of this game, I love some Jalen Williams today. Gonna have a ton. Here's a guy I like. I like a lot. Jaden McDaniels. He's gonna be in a lot of my lineups tonight. He's playing a fast-paced Atlanta team that turns the ball over a ton. This guy is a steals and blocks magnet. That's what he does best. He is a defensive specialist, and he can rack up those points quickly. I want to play him against a team that's very prone to turnovers. Lonzo Ball and Josh Giddey were rolled out, so we'll have to take another look at the Bulls. Just remind me to, when my projections update, to revisit the teams that are red. Scotty B, I have projected for RJ Barrett out. I'm not so sure that Barrett plays. I don't know if I really want him though, even if RJ's in or out. We said at the start of the show, I'm not sure if he's okay, if everything's right with him. He's just not, if you watch him, he's not playing like he's okay. Talked about most of these guys. I think Anunoby definitely has an upside. Very GPP play there. Jalen Wilson's fine. Been getting some run lately. Like him. But everybody below Jalen, pretty much a GPP play. Eamon Thompson, like I said, we're going to revisit. Yeah, all these guys are just GPPs. Let's move it over to power forward. Your favorite guy on the entire slate, Bobby Portis. I think he realistically has 60 to 65 fantasy point upside today. Last game out, he dropped 68 against Washington. The matchup is just as good here with a terrible Bulls team. Shot the ball 21 times, grabbed 10 boards, had 8 steals. 8 assists. I cannot in good conscience fade him today. He's going to be a core piece. He's going to be in 80% of my lineups. As you guys see, I have his max exposure set there. Can't get away from him. Naz Reid, I think he matches up against the Hawks better than big, slow Rudy Gobert does, because they're going to want to run the floor. I think Naz gets a couple extra minutes in this game, and he's grading out really well for me. We talked about being... I think people are kind of overlooking Goga Goga today. I know Boston's a tough matchup, but who are they going to play at the power forward center slot today? It's going to have to be him and Wendell Carter. We know Jonathan Isaac's not going to play over 20 minutes. We know that. He does not. And if he does, he gets hurt. Goga and Wendell are all that they have. So I really like some Goga today. That's a great low on play in my opinion. Only 6% owned right now. Speaking of low on plays, only 3% owned. I still am on the Larry Nance train. Last slate, I told you guys, I don't know why everybody's off of him. He only played 24 minutes last time. I projected him for 28, so I over projected his minutes. But he still dropped you 34 fantasy points. If he's going to play 24 minutes and get 30 fantasy points, I'm perfectly happy rostering him at 5,600. I only have him projected for 28.15 fantasy points, and that's way more than enough. I'm happy to rock him. Moving down the line, nothing really else is standing out. Jabari's probably going to look a lot better now. But the rest of these guys just really MME for me. Jalen Johnson's coming in around 4% owned, 4%. I just don't like the matchup here for Jalen Johnson. If Trae Young's ruled out, then we can have a discussion. Like, I will probably be getting to him then. But moving over to center. What's up, Jose? Welcome in, buddy. A guy I think's getting overlooked today again. Like, there's so many pieces. I feel like I'm eight-legged ape on this slate where every play I like is pulling no ownership today. It's weird. Other than the Bucks players, I mean, like, I really like DeAndre Ayton today. The Mavericks ranked 26 versus center. They're not good versus bigs. Ayton's really their only legitimate, really good player. I like Ayton. I like him a lot. Capella's grading out fine. Zubac, if he plays, is grading out well, but I don't expect him to play personally. My favorite center on the slate, though, is probably Isaiah Hartenstein. I love Hartenstein today. Now, I like SGA, and I like J-Will, but if I had to pick only one Thunder to have in my lineup today, it is going to be Hartenstein. And if Sar misses, I like it even more. They have nobody... Even Valanciunas can't. They can't handle him. I don't like Embiid or Wemby today, brother. I don't like either one of them. My favorite center is Hartenstein. Moving down here, if Brook Lopez is fine if you want to play him, get off the Bobby P chalk. But you look at his chart here, and he just hasn't had a good game since November 18th. I like Cat quite a bit today against Toronto. They have literally nobody that can contain Cat. Love him. Love Sengun today. I mean, he's against Charlotte. You know me. Play bigs against Charlotte. Sengun looks great. Then after him, other than Goga, Nance, I'll have sprinkles of Claxton today, but not excited about it. It's really just MME guys for me. But let's revisit those red teams. We got the Bulls and the Rockets we need to look at. Reed Shepherd, nah. Tate, yeah. Amin Thompson got a little boost. Cam Whitmore got a little boost, but not much change. Jabari got a little boost. Not near as much change as I thought. I thought I'd get more Amin Thompson. Now let's look at the Bulls. I'm fairly certain I still have no interest in the Bulls at all, even though they're facing the skeleton crew of a team. With no Giddey out there, it's still not doing much. I mean, Levine can get a slight boost, but you know how Levine is. Oh, okay. It looks like Ayo really did boost quite a bit, which I'm okay with that. I like Ayo. I don't ever mind. I never mind having Ayo in my lineup, and Patrick Williams got a little boost too. But other than that, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. We got any kind of news since then? Desmond Bane is expected to play. Okay, so we got Bane is probably going to play. Don't like that. I need to put him back in my player pool, but I doubt I get him. So, with that, I'm going to give out the core. We're going to build a lineup with it. Just see what kind of builds we're getting here. And I'm just going to start off with the obvious ones. Ryan Rollins and Bobby Portis are in the core today. I just don't think you can fade them. I mean, that's my opinion, and the opinion's subjective, but I promise you I work hard all day, just grinding, looking at numbers, stats. That way I can give you guys the best information I can. Next core piece, where are you? If I can find them. Man, Amin's just looking so enticing now. I really want to play Amin Thompson, but I can't make him core because of how risky he is. I can't find who I'm looking for. There he is. Corey Kispert. Gonna be a core piece at the small forward. You guys know how I am. I do not want to give you guys a center, but man, I like Hartenstein so much. It's really between Goga and Nance. Suggs looks great too. This last core piece is hard to find. Because I have like 5 different players I want to just slide in there for you guys. But I don't want to give you a center, man. My favorite piece is Hartenstein. I think I'm going to do that. I know I hate giving you guys centers, but I like Hartenstein so much today. Let's just build it and see what we get. And I'm going to post this in the DFS plays chat, and then I'll let you know those ownerships. And you guys can see on here the lines I ran earlier. Getting all the Hartenstein, I'm okay with it. See what kind of lineups we're getting here. This first one, getting SGA and J Will with Hartenstein, I don't like that. But the second one, I'm perfectly okay rocking. You get SGA and Hartenstein, you get Laurie, you get Ant. Kind of a Stars and Scrubs build, but I'm here for it today. So, who is you looking for? Embiid, Pippen, and Wemby. Let's go to center, sort by projection. Wemby's at 8%, Embiid's 6%. And then Scotty is 2%. So let's go over to DK. Gonna just run over it really fast. Not gonna take long at all. Rollins, he's a core piece. Just is what it is. Sexton, probably a core piece. Love some LaMelo today over on DK. Gonna have a ton of him. On DK, it's the same as on FanDuel. Sexton or Clarkson. I think they can both have great games, but I don't necessarily want to play them together. But I like them both a lot. Corey Kispert, still, he's going to be your value small forward. Or Civ, this guy. Looks great just as much as Kispert if you need that really cheap piece. Jaden McDaniels, really like him today. Bobby P, core piece, just can't get away, is what it is. Larry Nance, core piece, can't get away, is what it is. We'll put him at my forward spot down here, though. Then at center, for me, it's Karl Anthony Towns on DK, but I think Brook Lopez is fine, too. That being said, last core piece is going to be... Trying to see how much this core already costs. It's so cheap as it is. I'm gonna make it Sexton. I was gonna make it LaMelo, but you're gonna get LaMelo when you build with this anyway. I can almost guarantee it. Putting the core in the Discord now. There we go. It is posted in the Discord. See if we got any news while that's building. I don't think so. Nope. We got through this slate so much faster than I thought we would. If you guys have any questions, that is why I am here, gentlemen. Hit me with them. So, we're getting this first build. We got LaMelo, like I said we would. We get Bam with him. Just kind of on Bam today. He's grading out well for DK, but just kind of We're also getting some Brook Lopez. I much prefer the second build here. We get Laurie Marketing, Brook Lopez, Tyler Hero, and Cat. I like that much more. That would probably be the build that I ran. We got about 30 minutes to lock, guys, so I'm just going to be a free resource now for you. You got questions while you're building? Please ask me. That is why I'm here. I'm going to be building my lineups in the background, but we've went over every position on, you guys know who I like. If we have breaking news, starting lineups, I'm going to let you know as soon as we get them. Speaking of which, Trae Young is going to play. Let's see here. Brunson, Clarkson, Rollins, Hero, Markkanen, J. Will, Bobby, Nas, and Goga. I like it. I'm perfectly content running that, brother. That is a lineup that I'm okay with today. That is a GPP lineup. I'm not sure. I wouldn't run that in single entry, but if you're playing a GPP, for sure. We get some kind of other news? My phone's blowing up here. What we get? Hornets are going to start Ball, Green, Martin Bridges, and Mark Williams. Bogdanovich is listed out. Magic will start Suggs, Caldwell Pope, Traveling Queen, De Silva, and Goga. So Wendell Carter not starting. He's going to be backing up Goga. That makes me like Goga even more, guys. Sixers starting Maxey, Oubre, Paul George, KJ Martin, and Embiid. So we're just getting so much news at one time. I was reading it off my phone there for us, guys. I'll pull it up on the screen here, but it's going to be a lot. This is interesting to me, guys. Goga starting with no Wendell Carter beside him. So we're going to have all the rebounds for Goga, which I'm very happy about because I bet his over in rebounds. $3 single entry. I will say this, Chubbs. You will be very different in a single entry with that lineup. I like it, but I also try to win, not just cash, if that makes sense. I try to win, not just cash. And to do that, sometimes you got to build those funky lineups. Speaking of which, I need to fix a Wendell Carter here because not starting. Still got more lineups coming in. Van Fleet, Green, Thompson, Smith Jr., and Sengun are going to be in the Rockets starting lineup, and the Celtics starting Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, Porzingis. Just who you guys thought they would. But Thompson starting, he may make it into the core. I may update the core. Norm's ownership, he is 12% right now. I expect it'll be just a tad bit higher. I would say around 13 to 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14%. 14% You guys have questions, hit me with them. That is why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. We just got news Alex Sarr is ruled out. Bilal Kalabi was also officially ruled out. So that's going to give a big boost to Jonas Valanciunas. I have to wait for the projections to update, but he's going to look fantastic. And I do not like Julius Randle at all tonight. The Spurs are starting Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Sohan, and Wemby. Yeah, I'm not on Randall at all tonight. I'll look him up for you so you can see. I got him projected at 33.5 fantasy points at 17% ownership. Just no thanks. No thanks. Gotta get my CSV downloaded. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna update the I'm gonna be updating the cores, guys. Give me just a second and that will be updated in the DFS plays portion of the chat. There you go, it is posted in there. Tatum's ownership is... I do not like Tatum today, but it is only 3%. 3%. You know, something I haven't done is my projections had Zubac in when I uploaded them. Mo Bamba probably looks really good if he's out. But that's a risky play to lock in that late. But Mo Bamba, intriguing play for sure. And speaking of which, we just got news Zubac is a true game time decision. The Jazz is going to start Sexton, Siv Mayayaki, Laurie Marketing, Harry Potter, and Walker Kessler. Why are they starting Potter? Potter wasn't even in my player pool. Oh, yeah, he was. Micah Potter. I don't like Levine at all, ever, Chubbs. Like, I can pull him up for you, but I'm not going to like him. I got him for 33.5 fantasy points. Even if I boost that to 35, it's not enough. And I just hate playing Zach LaVine because he's so dependent on if he wants to play basketball. If he falls into your lineup, I mean, fine if you believe in him. I get it, but I can never trust the guy. I really can't. He's annoying. It looks like Joe Val's projection changed, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, Joe Val is going to look fantastic now, guys. If you want to play Jonas Valanciunas, I think that is a perfectly viable play at center. He's cheap. I like Joe Val now. I'm not going to play him, but I think Marvin Bagley could even become viable. Are they going to start Bagley or are they going to start Joe Val is the question. I think whichever one starts is probably the best. Line Star's got him starting Joe Val. That's who I think they'll start too. Suggs, Thompson, Clarkson, Nance, Embiid, Rollins, Portis, Hartenstein. Really like that, Jose. Really, really like that. Alex Caruso will not be owned. I'll tell you that right now. 1% owned. No updated news yet. Yeah, 8. I feel like that's probably the way most of my builds are going to be going today, too. Yeah, I think that's a perfectly viable line, Chubbs. I don't like Harden today, but I mean, if that's the way you want to build, that line is solid, brother. Any point guard 9,500 and under? He's probably your best bet at that price. Yeah, I mean at that price, he's probably your best bet, unless Luka was ruled out, which we won't know till much later. It'd be Kyrie. Jalen Brunson, I would actually prefer to Harden, but I know that would leave a lot of salary on the table for you. But if you went Brunson, who could you move up from Hero? Um, Not much there. If you could go, I'll tell you what, if you could go Brunson and Donovan Mitchell instead of Harden and Hero, I would like that more. Like that a lot more. But I'm not sure if you'll have the salary to do that. I don't think you will be able to. I'm getting so much SGA. You could. That's probably what I would do if it were me, brother. I mean, it'll either be him or Bam. It'll either be him or Bam. Or they'll just roll over and die. Which I do prefer Hero. He's just going to be pretty chalky today. We got any kind of news yet? What we get? Luka's in. Luka's playing, so we're gonna have Luka on the slate, boys. What'd I just do? Why's oh, there it went. It's being slow, I guess. I think Luka's fine. I'm never gonna tell you guys not to play Luka, but not somebody I'm just trying to hammer in my lineups either today. They're playing Portland. Like, you don't have to have Luka today, in my opinion. He's just one of those players that can break the slate at any time. But you already got Ball, you got Wemby, you got Embiid, you got Cat. All those guys can just destroy the slate on their own. Like, you're just adding one more to it. So my single entry does have Ball, so you're good with that, Don. Ball, Powell, Thompson, Nance, Sengun, Smith, Portis, Rollins. Yeah, I think that's perfectly viable, Jose. No, I don't like Joe Val today. Oh, Jonas Valanciunas. Yes, I love Joe Val today on FanDuel and DK. Love them both. Love them both. Sorry, I was thinking of what's that guy's name from the Heat? Jovic. That's who I was thinking of. And yeah, I can't lie. I hate that build. I don't like any of those three pay-ups today. I will say this, though. I will say this. I just reset my projections, and I am getting a lot more Cam Whitmore. Never mind, I screwed up. I might still be getting them, but I just uploaded them to DK when they were FanDuel projections. My fault. Let me see now. Yeah, he's grading out okay. So I will say, I'm getting more Cam Whitmore for you, buddy. So I don't know how that makes you feel, but just a heads up. It would 100% be Goga for me today. I'm taking a stand on Goga today. I love him. Nine minutes to like, gents. You got questions? Get them in. That is why I'm here for you guys. I want to help you take down. Guys, make sure you join our Discord. It is linked in the chat. It is linked in the description down below. After this starts, I'm going to be posting a NFL write-up. Single entry. Oops, showdown. For the New Orleans and Green Bay game. I think that is going to be a fun one. Completely free write-up. Completely free. It's going to be my player pool, my top captain picks, and a core. Course. Completely free. I gotta hurry up and get my builds in here, boys. Yo, 8, are you rocking Cam Whitmore today? Terry Rozier was just ruled out. Doesn't do much for me. Just a very, very slight bump to Drew Smith, maybe. Little to Hero, but nothing really. Elite says Luca, Kobe White, Amon, Bobby Jovel. Ooh, Elite. That is an elite lineup. I really like that. The only part that I don't like is Kobe White, but he could absolutely pop off today. And it's not even nothing against him or his matchup. It's just every time I play the damn guy, he shits the bed. So I figured you did, brother. I just don't see Embiid and Wemby going band for band today, and I don't really care for Tatum. What should be a blowout, slow pace game, lowest over under on the slate. 4 minutes to lock, gents. 4 minutes. Got questions? Hit me with them. That is why I'm here. Jalen Johnson better than Tatum? Yes, I think so. Really, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care for either one of them at all. But I would prefer Triple J, or not Triple J, Jalen Johnson to Tatum. Like, I'll pull them up here so you can see. Tatum, I got projected for 43 fantasy points. Line Stars got him for 46. I mean, even if he gets you 50, he's not really the value. And this is a very tough matchup. Jalen, I would have liked a lot more with Trey out. Jalen Johnson, I got projected for 40. Okay, so straight up by my projections, Tatum's better. WJ, it's gonna be Civ Mika. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, the Utah guy. But I don't really care for either one of Tatum or Jalen Johnson. Last one: Brunson, Dunn, Almond, Rollins, Champagne, Levine, Bobby J, Randall, Cat. I feel like you're leaving a lot of salary on the table there. I don't know if you are. It really feels like it. Not real big on Dunn today. Zero remaining. Wow, that really surprises me. One minute to lock, guys. You got questions? Get them in now. Get them in now. Tatum is questionable now with an illness. Heads up, Tatum is questionable now with an illness. If you're playing Tatum, get off of him now. Late edition of the injury report. Get off of him now if you can. 8, please get off of him. Oh no, there's a delay. Luca, Ant, Ahmed, Portis, Nance, Rollins, Caruso, Sexton. Really love that. The only one I don't like in it's Caruso, but I get it if he's your last man in. Alright, guys, we are locked. I'm going to head out. If you guys need anything at all, I am always available in the Discord. Feel free to @ me with any questions you might have, and I'm happy to help you. Good luck, guys. I wish you nothing but the best. I will see you later. Out.